Happy Sunday. Happy spring. Oh, I'm a little bit early. I'm a little bit deflated today. I'm going to try to get myself together. Try to get myself together. Yeah, this week has been interesting. I know that people will be coming in a second. But for those of you who are just now seeing me for the first time, I'm Keela Jackson, empowerment coach, creative. Um, this point in time of being in this world and just trying to make it like everybody else. Yeah. So let's adjust this and see if this is gonna do any better. Is that any better? No, it's the same. Well, maybe a little better. Maybe a little bit better. Hi. Yes. So I am Keela Jackson. Like I said, I need to get myself together today. Get my little energy hyped. For those of you who are passing by, like I said, I'm Keela Jackson. I'm an empowerment coach. It's been an interesting week. That's my title is this is a check-in tonight. Typically this is just a it's a little boost for everybody for your week so that you will feel better about yourselves, and going into the week this kind of like a focus time to remind you of who you are, and for, hi, I see somebody, stay, welcome, or rather welcome and stay. Yeah, hi, thank you for liking it. But so yeah, I am here this week, but it's been such a wild week. I've been saying it's like Willy Wonka wacky week, wild week. I don't know where you all are where you're from, where you live, where you're stationed, where I don't know those things, but wherever you are, I'm sending big love. That's why I'm here. As those of you who've watched me before, hi y'all, come on in, come on, y'all are giving me life because I was starting out kind of moving kind of slowly. Like I was saying, it's been a wild week. It's been a weirdo week, and not the good weirdo. I'm like a good weirdo. I'm quirky. What they're saying now, the whimsical, not good. It's the hi friend. I'm glad to see you too. Like my energy. Hi, welcome y'all, welcome. But yes, friend, I'm glad to see you too. My energy was kind of low. I'm picking back up like I had to do in the classroom when I would have slow days. I'd have to kind of like pick myself up. And so, hola, hola. I don't know if this is, it says español. Yo hablo un poquito español, un poquito, pero no yo hablo español en esta vivir. I don't know how to say live in español. Porque, hola. Ah, yay, more people coming in. Great. Invite people. Okay, I'm picking up. I'm picking up. For my regulars, thank you for coming in. Thank you for giving me love. You give me this booster shot. Hi, y'all. I'm Keela Jackson. I'm an empowerment coach. The check-in is, are y'all good? Are we good out here? I know I'm good all the time. We good all the time. But let's be real. I keep it real. I am an empowerment coach and a master creative. I do a bunch of different things, but I have this weekly live so that we can go into our weeks with a little bit of energy, a little bit of just, a little light, a little levity. And so I'm hoping that you're well. I'm hoping that, yeah, oh, thank you. Thank you for telling me I'm not alone. I appreciate that. Yeah, so as all my new friends are coming in and you're inviting people, thank you so much. Please do that. So with this week, yeah, it's been wild. It's been, like I said, Willy Wonka wacky is what I've been calling it. And I had a few things that came to me today. And so I know we're into our lifetime, and I don't like to waste anybody's time, even though I don't think I'm a waste. I think that this is divinely ordained. However, I know that we have things to do, and this is just a short time of us coming together, catch a little love, boop, let you go. And so I offer a little bit of song and I offer a little bit of encouragement. And so getting us into this week, I was thinking about what do I want to sing this week? What did I want to sing? And typically or the past lives I've done Stevie because I love Stevie Wonder, but I'm like, I'm gonna do something a little different because it has been a wild week. And I know that even though my friend on here, my friend whom I appreciate, thank you, 5751, I have felt alone a little bit this week. And I think we all in our own respective places. As I said, those of you who've watched me, that's where I was stopping. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So I don't know where you all are based right now, where you're stationed, but I have viewers who have followed me from other platforms, which is amazing. Thank you, God. But I have viewers from the US, from the UK, from Italy, from Africa. So I have a lot of different viewers, and the world is just worlding right now, which we knew it would. That's what we know. But this week I felt alone. I felt lonely. I try not to subscribe to fear, but I have felt like, well, dang, I know people love me and I know I have friends, but here where I'm stationed, I'm in Jamaica. Jamaica. I'm in Jamaica, and yeah, so it's been kind of a lonely, it's been a weird week, but nevertheless, the song I'm singing today is a song I sang in my classroom all the time. It's by Carole King. We're still in Women's Month, and she is one of the most amazing songwriters, woman or otherwise. And so Carole King, and then James Taylor, I do actually prefer his version. I've seen him in concert before. He's very gifted. But I'm gonna sing You've Got a Friend. Not You've Got a Friend in Me, not the Toy Story You've Got a Friend in Me. Because throughout my 20 something years, my students would be like, "You're singing Toy Story?" And I'd be like, "Nah, nah, I ain't singing no Toy Story." I'm not putting it beneath me though. I enjoy a good animated film. But no, you've got a friend, because I want everybody to know we are not alone. Even if you feel a little lonely. Like I said, this week was weird because it's just weird stuff going on in the world and then otherwise. And I feel everything, y'all. Like that's the way God created me, and it's a blessing. And I don't want to speak curses over myself. I don't do that. But sometimes it seems like it's a blessing and otherwise. So yeah, I'm gonna sing this song and then come back. I wanna check in. So some people are putting, how you feeling? Oh, thank you. You will always have us if you. Thank you. Thank you. I received that and I appreciate it. And the same for me. Wherever I am, I am. I'm grateful. So, all right. Let me take a little sip of water. For those of you who've watched my other lives, it says you make the world a better place. It doesn't. It doesn't flip though, so you can't really see that. You just gotta trust. Okay. Let me get my little note. Yes, yeah. I'm off a little bit. Typically, I have my notes. I can go right into my songs. Ah, thank y'all for being patient. Times like this, I would tell my students, pray for your teacher. Yeah. There we go. When you're down and troubled and you need a helping hand and nothing, oh, nothing is going right. You just close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest nights. You just call out my name And you know, wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. I said, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will, 'cause you got a friend. Oh, ain't it good to know that you got a friend? People can be so cold. They'll hurt you, then desert you. They'll take your soul if you let them, but don't let them. Hey, you just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running, 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 running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. I said, all you gotta do is call, and I'll be there. Yes, I will, 'cause you got a friend. Do, 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 do. You got a friend. It don't matter how far apart we are, you got a friend. Oh, you got a friend. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. As I've said before, and for those of you coming in, I'm Keila Jackson. Please stay, invite people. Thank you who have stayed with me so far. It is the check-in. We're here and we are checking in. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. My voice and my smile are two things that I really am grateful for. And I want to just use these gifts to make sure that we're all doing okay. And whether that means me coming on a weekly basis, reminding everybody, including myself, then I'm going to use my smile. I'm going to use my gift of song. I'm going to use my gift of empowerment, encouragement, exhortation, so that we can make it through. Because right now, like I said and keep saying, it's wild times, friend. I was in a pool earlier. So those of you who are new to me too, so I am an avid swimmer. I love to swim. And I was like, pool ear. But how are we doing? Some people have said how we're doing. Some people have not said how you're doing. But this is a check-in. And happy spring too. If you're in this, I guess, hemisphere, happy spring. And I feel it too. It's been part of the interesting changes going on. But yeah, so if you're doing okay, I want to just give you a little bit of encouragement in the fact of, like I said. So when I was in the pool earlier today, and if I do this, like I said too, as part for the course, pool life. When I was in the pool, one of my neighbors, they like to play music. I can't say anything because I love to play my music too. But if it's not my neighbor who's down by the pool playing his music, my neighbors who were like up in the balcony, kind of overlooking the pool area, they had their music going, which was great because I'm a music lover. And so as I was in the pool, just kind of reflecting and kind of thinking about what I was going to come to you all with today, my neighbor came with some Whitney Houston. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I love Whitney Houston. And honestly, I can connect to that part of her where she just felt like she was alone a lot. And so, and in my current journey right now, yeah, like I said, it is easy to feel alone. Even though y'all told me, that's my signature move. Y'all told me that I'm not alone. But I believe the children are our future. Greatest love. That came on when I was in the pool, and I have really resonated with that song since being a child. And I've sang it before on other lives. I'm not gonna sing it tonight, but that song kind of reminded me, I found the greatest love of all. The greatest love is inside of me, and that's the same with you all. If we're feeling weird and like, what's going on, remember that the greatest love is inside of you. Remember to continue to believe in yourself. Now, being practical, because I am a practical person. It's my teacher alarm. That means I'm gonna wind it down in a little bit, because we're here for, like I said, the time that we're here. Not super long, just enough to get you going into your week. But yeah, with us being in this time that we're in, we have to remember who we are. And a practical thing, I'm telling myself, look, because I'm a believer, if God be for me, who can be against me? And also, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So there are a lot of different principalities floating around, and I am one of the belief that, even if you don't believe in spiritual attacks, even if you don't believe in, people are like, oh, Obia and witchcraft and all that stuff. I know that it's kind of, sometimes it's the power that you give it, but it's also, we're in a time where spiritual and wicked attacks are happening. And so I do have to speak over myself. I speak over myself. I'm not alone. I am protected. My angels are with me. My spirit team is with me. God is with me. Holy Spirit's with me. My ancestors are with me, because I do believe in my ancestors. And I know, and I made a post about this week. My ancestors, they, they was about that life. And a little bit of me about that life too. I don't care. I'm honest on here. So those of you just joining me, I keep it real. I keep it 100. I'm about that life at times. And so practically, we just have to encourage ourselves, speak over ourselves, and know that we are protected. And I know that I am protected. And so even when I'm doing 99.99% of my life by myself as just Keela, I know that I am protected. And you can't see this because it won't transpose, but this says God is within her. She will not fail. And that's Psalm 46, verse 5. And so just for you, just keep your head up. And in this crazy, wacky time, just keep your head up. And so I'm good. How about you? Okay, yay. I'm glad. I'm glad you're good. And I hope the other people who've come in, I'm glad y'all are good too. I've heard of all is well. My friend off top said all is well. Thank you, friend. And so I'm good. How about you and some others? So cool. All right. The other thing I wanted to kind of talk about tonight is, in this time of being like what's going on, remember too that you do have the strength and the power within who you are to let your light shine. Let the light that God flows through you shine out into the world, and remember that you are an amazing source of light. Even if you may not believe it, tap into that source of light within you and refocus and recenter. Last week, my live was about don't flip God the bird. Because God gives us like special blessings and stuff. And so, in remembering that, I want you to also remember that God didn't make no junk. You are awesome. And as I remind myself that, I also have to remind myself why I'm in this moment in time. Because we could have been any point in time. Could have been any point in time in history. And this is the time that I'm living in right now. And so even being over where I am, following my life's dream, which was to be a full-time creative and empowerment coach, and just wherever God sends me, I'm always on assignment. And so in reflecting, I'm like, you know, I had to bet on myself, because I am important and I'm here for a reason, and my gifts are important, and what God put into me is important. And that's the same for you. Like, you gotta bet on yourself. You have to remember the power that you bring and the light that you bring. And I ask you all, have you ever, well, first of all, have you ever bet on yourself? Have you ever believed in yourself even when everybody else, they counted you out? Anybody? Anyone? I'm gonna be like Ferris Bueller. Ferris, Bueller. Anyone. Well, I'm in a situation where I've bet on myself, and I'm not saying that everybody's counting me out. No, that's not the case. But I am in a situation where I've had to believe in myself when it looks very grim and people don't understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. And it's like, okay, well, you'll understand by and by. And if you've ever been in that spot, in that position where you have had to bet on yourself, even if you're walking alone or not alone, walking with God and your spirit team, your angels, and you have to remember that what's in you is so valid and important. It's just as important as anybody else betting on themselves. And I have to say themselves so that I don't leave anybody out, because I want everybody to understand that I love everybody. What you have in you is so important. That's why you have to stay focused, especially now. And so if you've ever wanted anything so badly, like I want my assignment to be fulfilled in this earth realm so badly, even when it looks wacky and crazy. I don't use crazy a lot because we all have a little element of crazy. But even if it looks crazy to other people, we have to believe in the assignment that we've been given. And so I just want to encourage you all today. Hi, welcome. I know it always says say it hi, and I'm like, I missed it. Okay, well I'm talking and I can't. Well, hi everybody. If you said hi. But yes, not to go on a tangent, because I know that the time is winding down, and really and truly I don't want to go super long ever. But this week, as we're checking in and you're checking on me and I'm checking on you, bet on yourself. Remember, the light that you have within yourself is just as important, is just as valid as anybody else's. And now is the time for us to stand in it, because we are like Care Bears. Those of you who know, see Key Levin's in the frame. If you follow any of my content, Key Levin is one of my support stuffed animals. My other support stuffed animal is Big Snail over here. Y'all gonna be like, what the what? Hi. Thank you. You're not interrupting. I appreciate it. I receive it. But we are like Care Bears out here, y'all. We have to let our light shine. And if we don't band together and do it now, when are we gonna do it, friends? When are we gonna do it? So anyway, that is the takeaway from this live check-in. And invite people. Thank you for those who've subscribed to me too, because I'm seeing my subscriber count go up, and that is so exciting, because that encourages me to let me know that I'm still moving in the right direction. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing until God says Burr, and stops me like Forrest Gump in the middle of the road, and then I have to just maybe not turn around but go in a different direction. But this is exciting. Thank you for those who have subscribed to me. So thank you. All right, so I've already done my song, and any of you who've missed it, you just have to catch it on the replay. Sorry, not sorry. That's why I have to tell people I really don't even say sorry. I say I apologize, but I don't apologize. If you want to catch my singing, catch me in the first 10 minutes of my live. But I'm glad that you stuck around though, because it makes me feel happy. It really does. And y'all who are supporting me, I can't do this without you. This is an us thing. And so we're doing it together. But the singing has already happened, but the affirmations have not. So stick here with me. It does not transpose, but this is my book that I wrote. And as I said, there I am. On the back, if you order the book from Amazon, I do not see the proceeds from it. So if you want to order it, find me on Instagram, DM me. My name is Master Creative KJ. You can DM me, I am, because the book's title is I Am the Gospel of Me, which it doesn't transpose, so you can't really see it. But yeah, so I come with affirmations from my book, and I'm going to read a few. And if you don't mind, for those of you who are new coming into it, if you'll I'm going to read it first. I'm going to read the affirmations that have healed me and are healing me, because nobody ever makes it to the finish line of totally being healed. Like, I'm totally healed. Okay. I mean, unless you have a physical ailment where you can chart that healing, but still after bruises have healed or scabs have scabbed, you still are in the healing phase. But emotionally, these affirmations are what have helped to get me to this point in time, and that have brought me out of a super, super dark place. And so please repeat after me. You can say it aloud or you can say it in your mind, but I would prefer that you say them aloud. But here we go. Last week I stopped at a specific place, and so I'm going to start up with I am joy personified. I am powerful beyond my knowledge. I am amazing. I do the dang thing. When I put this in the book and people read it, and when I read it out at my book launch, people were laughing. I want you to laugh. I wanted you to laugh because you do. Shoot, you do the dang thing. I do the dang thing. Right on. You do. Show you right. So I do the dang thing. Hope you repeated that. I am God's broker. Confirmation. So if you don't know what a broker is typically used in like financial terms or banking terms, but it's the middleman. God don't need a middleman. God don't need a middle person. However, it is very, very imperative that we always share and shed the light. And so we kind of are the middle people, because we are the ones, if we're moving in our assignments and sharing the light and spreading the light and being the light, then we get everything accomplished that God needs to get accomplished in this earth realm. And so that makes us the middle people. As long as we're obedient and we listen to stand in the truth of who God created us to be and not run from what we're told to do. But yeah, I am God's broker. I make great things happen. I make the world a better place. I'm going to repeat that one. I make the world a better place. You do. I am an overcomer. Big time. If you've lived any point in time where you've lived a certain amount of life, you've overcome a bunch of stuff. Even if you're like, no, I haven't. Yes, you have. So I am an overcomer. I am a survivor. And I am more than a conqueror. And those are going to be my affirmations for this week. For those of you who have just come, I'm Keila Jackson, and I appreciate you so much. This has been, like I said, this has been a weird, wild week, and I've been kind of like today's coming on the live today was really a pull for me, but I come on here because y'all helped me. You're like, but you're on and you're talking to us, but you on and you talking to me. You giving me feedback, you giving me support, and so I appreciate you. Hi, y'all. Hi. So anyway, those are the affirmations for this week. I do want to give a shout out, another heavenly birthday shout out. Last week was my grandmother who raised me. It was her birthday. It would have been her heavenly. It's her heavenly birthday. It would have been her earthly birthday. But this week is my maternal grandmother's heavenly birthday. Yeah, the 22nd. And so this is my grandmother whom I'm named after. We share the middle name. I was named after her. And so, yeah, Mama John. I know this part can't transcribe, but there's her picture. And like I told everybody last week, I'm big on showing, how women are before they get married and before they have children, because we are ourselves even before we turn into something else. But this was her too. This was the kid. Hey, don't hate on my hairstyle, y'all. Come through 87. Yeah, I think that, or 88. 87 or 88. But there's my grandmama. Stay focused, Keila. There was my grandmother, Adele Littlejohn. And she would have been 106 today, y'all. She would have been 106. So cool. All right. And then I'm doing this because I don't know if my sister is on here. Everything is scrolled. Sister, are you on here? You probably are. If you on here and I've missed you, I apologize. Let's see. I don't know. Do I have a twin? Do I have a twin? Somebody says I have a twin. I don't. Yay, sister, I missed you. I apologize. I didn't see you when you came on. Hi, sister. Hi. I didn't see you. Okay, well, don't don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. I redeemed you. Here's my beautiful sister now. Ha ha ha. My sister, my sissy, my sister. So anyway, back to my grandmother. My grandmama was like, I thought this was about me. It is, Mama John. Happy heavenly birthday to my mother's mother and my namesake, Adele Littlejohn, or Adele for the first name. But nevertheless, y'all, thank you so much for joining me this week. I am sending you into this week. For those of you who ask me questions, I typically go back after to read all of it. My sister is my moderator, and so I appreciate all of your support and all of your love and all of your comments. And my friend, I hope you still on here. 5751. I hope you still on here because I really appreciate you and all of your support. And everybody, y'all, just keep your heads up. Don't get too inundated with all of the news reports and all of the stuff. Just stay focused. Stay focused, okay? This too shall pass. And you are protected. Fret not the work of evildoers. Fret not, y'all. Fret not. Just stand in the light of who God created you to be, in the light of who you are. You are the great gospel and good news of you. So I'm telling myself, stand in who we are, friends, and just remember that we're doing this together. So go into your week. Have a great week. And hopefully you'll come back next Sunday. Hopefully you'll come back. I should be on. Typically I give notice, but hopefully I'll be on. But I appreciate you. We're doing this together. And I'll see y'all later. Later. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Okay.